Hey Sunrise, it's Andrew here with your small group questions for this week as we enter into the Advent season. And so with that, we come to week 1 of our Advent series, and that is looking at the prophet who is to come. So our series this year will be covering the expectations of Advent. So the first question as we dive into this is even just a good group discussion is, what do you expect from this Advent season? What are you looking forward to, not only in the Word that we'll be unpacking over the next few weeks, but also just in life? What are you looking forward to? What do you expect to occur over the next few weeks? And then into that, laying into where our series is going, what does it mean to have expectations? Are expectations always correct? Are they sometimes misunderstood? How do we interpret our expectations in light of reality? And so each week we're going to unpack different expectations that we saw in the Old Testament of who the coming Christ would be. And as they waited, the term Advent is waiting. As they waited, we can even see how some of these things got mixed up along the way and how people started to interpret them wrongly. But the first thing that we see is the hope of this coming Christ, this Messiah who was to come, began back in Deuteronomy with this teaching that he would be a prophet. And so Deuteronomy 18 is the text that we come to, and in light of Moses, the future one would be a prophet greater. In what ways then do we see Moses as a model of prophet? Again, just looking through the Old Testament up to this point in the Torah, what ways do you think of Moses as a prophet? And in what ways, therefore, is Christ like and greater than Moses? Secondly, while looking at 18 has this declaration of who he shall be, what are some of the things about Christ that you see revealed here in 18? Again, knowing the Advent story, knowing the biblical narratives of the Gospels, what are some of the ways that you see Christ fulfilling what we see in Deuteronomy 18 of the prophet who is to come? And then into this, what are some of the things that you think about when you think about Christ as prophet? How does that shape who you are? How does that shape your appreciation for who Christ is? So how does that make you love God more? How does that shape the way you then respond to God out of that love for him because he is our true living prophet? So as you begin to spend some time in this text this season, begin to think through some of these Advent realities and Advent themes. Like I said, we begin here with prophet, we'll move through prophet, priest, king, and then finish with this idea of shepherd at the end, bringing us to a close over the next 4 weeks. So spend some time, Deuteronomy 18, as well as, again, thinking about these expectations. What is your expectations for this coming Advent season? Can't wait to worship you on Sunday as we begin to unpack these truths together this season. Have a great weekend. See you soon.